Okay, hey guys, so I was trying to see my books are falling down. I was trying to rotate the live, but it wouldn't let me do that. So it's a bit annoying because I'll have to like do it in a portrait mode. Oh gosh, I really wanted to rotate it, but I could not. So I'm sorry guys, but it will have to be like this. So since it's alive. Okay, so today my queens, my ladies, today I will talk about, and I have some notes here. Okay, I have some notes here. Let me know if the connection is good. Like, please like it if you liked it. So today we're gonna talk about the power games. So why men love playing power games, how to handle the power games. I'm gonna give you some examples of the power games, and then I marked some questions, like a couple of questions that I will answer for you girls as well, okay? So I haven't done a live on YouTube for a very long time, just because if you girls seen my story, you've seen where I lived before. The internet and where was really bad, so I couldn't do it. And it actually yeah, doing a live on YouTube is, I do my lives on Instagram a lot because my Instagram is private, and everybody who's there, they literally love me, whereas YouTube is all public, so I feel very exposed. And I do lives on Greta's High Value Women's School a lot as well. So ladies, if you want your questions to be answered, watch my lives on Greta's High Value Women's School and on my Instagram. This is where I usually do lives a couple times a week. But anyway, we're gonna try doing it here as well. Okay, so why men love playing power games? Hey girls, okay, cool. So why men love playing power games? Ladies, you know what? In the past, I used to just blame it all on testosterone, right? In the past, I used to just be like, oh my God, men love playing power games because we have a lot of testosterone, right? So women have estrogen, guys have testosterone, right? So women like to nurture, care, share, talk about our feelings, emotions. We are really into relationships, all of that. Guys enjoy the chase. Guys have the testosterone. We go hunting, we have fun. We don't really bond through talking about feelings. It's not like we have guy friends that we go to bond and talk about only relationships and feelings inside out. This is what we girls do. We literally, like, girls meet up and all we do sometimes is like 4 hours of chat only about the boyfriend or the relationship, right? Because we talk, share, care, talk, analyze. Oh my God, I got lipstick on it here. Sorry. Very nice YouTube live. Here we go. So guys have a lot of testosterone, right? This is why we enjoy the games. If you girls think that the mature guys don't enjoy the game, you are really wrong, because as long as he is watching some kind of sports, whether it's football, basketball, whatever, when he's young or little, and he's watching it when he's old, 70, 80, 90, you still see the excitement. He still enjoys watching it, therefore he still enjoys playing it in here, right? So if you think that by dating a mature guy he will not play games, you're really wrong. He will play games. But ladies, it's not really a problem that we play games. All you need to do is just have the knowledge and understanding how to handle it. So this is why I'm gonna tell you, like, the next thing is I will tell you how to handle it. But another thing is, I get comments on my YouTube channel and everywhere else by guys saying, oh, but what about the nice guys? Nice guys don't like to play games. Girls, nice guys play a lot of games. I'm sorry to say that, but nice guys play a lot of games, and the games that nice guys play is, for me personally, it's actually worse than the games that confident guys play. Why? Nice guys usually play games as in very, very manipulative games, actually, usually goes like, oh, I stay in touch with all of my exes because I don't want to hurt their feelings, okay? Because I'm a nice guy. Is that not a game? Is that not a manipulative game that a nice guy is playing? I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know, like I'm a nice guy who tells the truth, and when he manipulates you with girls, like everybody plays the game. We all are who we want to be. A nice guy is a nice guy because he wants to be a nice guy. A bad boy is a bad boy because he wants to be a bad boy. A high value guy is a high value guy because he wants to be a high value guy. It's just the game that people play. We all have our kind of role games that we play. We are who we want to be. Okay, so how to handle a power game. So it's actually very easy to handle power games when you understand it and when you don't put emotion to it. If you ladies just like look at everything from a logical perspective, which I know is super hard because as women we are very emotional, it's all about feelings and emotions and follow your heart. Let me share a quick personal story. It was very, very long time ago, right? And I remember one of the guys I dated, because I used to be, you know, very sweet, very sweet, sensitive, super naive and stuff like that as well. Long time ago. This didn't happen like this. All of this was a very hard work, okay? I invested in my personal growth, right? And I remember one of the guys I used to date, he used to tell me, Greta, I love it when you follow your heart. I love it when you follow your heart so much. I love it when you listen to your heart. And sometimes I would think like, oh, maybe I should be logical. And he would be like, no, Greta, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. And I would be like, oh, what a nice guy. He tells me to listen to my heart. Yeah, listen to my heart. Which was like over 10 years ago, like maybe longer than that, right? And whenever I would listen to my heart, he would obviously manipulate the hell out of me, right? So just to keep that in mind that I've been there too, okay? So how to handle the power games. Do not listen to your heart, okay? The first rule, do not listen to your heart, okay? The heart will always be there. Right? You're not gonna lock it up. You can't put it anywhere, you know, lock it up and stuff. It will always be there. But if you want to be happy in life, you must listen to the logic, right? You must listen to the logic always and forever. You must do the right thing. Even if it's the hardest thing to do, you must do the right thing. Sorry, I have a snotty nose. When you do the right thing, at the end of the day, you have your dignity, you have your self-value, you have your self-respect, and then you have these three, nobody can walk all over you, and you are happy. Long term, you are happy because you have not acted low value, you have not acted sad or desperate. All right, ladies, if you want to be happy in life, always put your self-respect and dignity first. If you're putting your dignity and self-respect first, nobody can walk all over you. Like literally nobody. Okay, how to handle power game. No reaction. Easy. Very, very easy. Literally no reaction, but you need to recognize that it's a power game. And in order to recognize that it's a power game, you have to have the knowledge. Knowledge is power. You need to know the stuff. There's so many games that guys play. It's so many girls. I have 2 VIPs. I have VIP 1, VIP 2 is paid groups. But I have many girls in there who do live streaming, sharing the boyfriend stuff, right? So sorry, you know, whoever is watching now, don't feel intimidated. But we share the boyfriend stuff and we share the games and we share how we handling the games. So ladies, knowledge is power. You need to know these games and you need to know how to handle it. Like for example, pull away sometimes can be a game And other times it can just be a pull away, right? Not reacting to it is the best reaction, because sometimes you don't know, is he playing a game or is he just pulling away? Like, man's need is to pull away. We as women, we don't have this need, so it's hard for us to understand that. We as women, when we pull away, it's because we lost interest, right? We don't have this need to pull away, but men need to pull away from time to time. So it could be that, for example, he needs to pull away from you. It could be that, let's say, he's busy, he's got stress at work, or it could be that he is playing a power game, right? So you don't know which one it is, right? If a guy is or it could be that he lost interest, right? So you don't know which one it is. So it could be power game, it could be that he needs space, interest, maybe his testosterone went down. Ladies, watch my video. I don't know what it's called, but basically, sorry, have too many videos. But basically, after having a loving time together, a guy's testosterone goes down, right? It goes down. So you had, for example, an incredible night. His testosterone was here. He was pursuing you, and then it dropped. And he needs to pull away from you in order to bring that testosterone level back up. So it's a little bit like when you met him, like when you met the guy, like the battery was full, right? He was full, he was exciting, he was coming after you. And when you were spending time with him and having loving time with him, his testosterone was going like, the battery was going down, and he's now dead. Okay, he's dead now. Testosterone is down. And the guy is pulling away from you in order to bring the testosterone back up. But you, as a woman, you're not realizing his pull away need, so you're chasing him. You're chasing him like crazy. You're like, wait, why are you not into me anymore? Why are you not texting? Why you're not calling? And he's dead. He's not alive anymore. And why you're not texting? Why you're not calling? And he doesn't have any energy to text or call, right? And you're chasing after him. So he's running away from you because you're chasing after him. So what you need to do when he's pulling away because his testosterone dropped down and he's pulling away, you give him that space. You don't do anything. You do your life. You do your thing. You think about the wonderful night that you had together, and you wait for his testosterone to go up. And when it goes up, he will be ready to charm you, to chase you, to pursue you, and all of that, right? So if, for example, as I said, it's really important to have the knowledge of the games, because if he's pulling away, you don't give him any reaction and you let him pull away. If he is pulling away in order to provoke you, so you would chase him, obviously you don't want to reward that, right? Because like he's pulling away and he's like, okay, I'm gonna pull away, so she would chase me. And if you start chasing him, what's gonna happen? He will always pull away on purpose, so you would chase him. So you would be rewarding his bad behavior, right? So you don't want to do that. So what you do, you don't chase him. He has his tantrum, he tries to play his game, nothing is working, he comes back to you and starts to pursue you again. So ladies, with the games, the tantrums, the games, button pushes, teasing, all of that, no reaction, works like magic. And ladies, think about it like this. If he is having a tantrum or something, right, and he's here like having a tantrum, and you think, oh my God, if I'm not gonna chase him, he will never text me, right? He's gonna lose interest in me and he will never text me. Well, girls, if he will never text you because you're not chasing after him, he's not that into you. He doesn't care about you. He's like whatever. So you're not wasting your time then, right? Like, why would you want a guy who's not gonna pursue you, who's not gonna invest into you, who doesn't give a damn about you? You let that guy go. You're saving your own valuable time for another guy who will come and who will see your value and worth and who will pursue you and who's not gonna disappear on you forever, right? So ladies, power games, it's enough. Okay, I worked as a nanny for like 10 years, 8 years, maybe 6 years, I forgot, I don't know. It's definitely longer than 6. With toddlers, same thing, girls, it's the same thing. If you want to know how to be with guys, have a baby. Not that I have babies, but I worked as a nanny, right? So this is what it is. If you girls if you spoil your kids, right? So for example, you are behaving low value with a guy. You're giving, you're chasing, you're pursuing, you're being nice, you're crying, you're going crazy, you're being angry, you're doing all of that, right? You're spoiling your child, your boyfriend, right? So you're like doing all of this, right? What's gonna happen? He's a king, I'm the king, I've got her under my little finger, I got her, right? And you're spoiling him. Now you found my YouTube channel and you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil him anymore. I'm gonna be high value. What do you think he's gonna do? He'll be like, hold on a minute. I really liked it when you were running after me and stroking my ego so I could walk all over you and take you for granted. Now suddenly you have emotional control. Now suddenly you are not reacting. Now suddenly you are not pursuing. Do you think he's gonna be happy with that? No, he's gonna be throwing in tantrums, same as toddlers do, right? Then my mommy is always buying toys, and now she says, I'm sorry, babe, but you can't have it. The kid will throw you a biggest tantrum ever, right? If a child is spoiled brat, I'm sorry to say that, but he'll throw you the biggest tantrum ever. Then you've been low value and now you're practicing high value because a wonderful queen that you are, he'll throw you a tantrum. What will be a grown-up tantrum? A grown-up tantrum will be a power game. Power game. So then you will have to stick through that power game in order to get respect. Dignity, when you put your dignity first, when you put respect first, when you put your value first, you're always happy. You cannot walk all over you. So when the child is throwing you a tantrum, what do? Do you give in and buy him that candy? Or do you win a power game? Do you say like, no, it's a no? It's harder to say a no because the tantrum can go on for a week, 2 weeks, a month, sometimes 2 months, right? It depends how much energy that kid has. So if you're saying a no to a guy who has been walking all over you forever, he's gonna throw you a power game. And you better be strong because if you're not strong, you're gonna give in and then you'll start to chase after him again and he'll walk all over you again. Okay? Now, ladies, another thing that I wanted to say, well, there's still many things, by the way, so stay watching me. But another thing that I wanted to say, self-love, okay? If you don't love yourself, if you don't value and love yourself in here, for whichever reasons, maybe you have a bad upbringing, maybe drama, maybe, you need therapy, maybe bad family, whatever that happened. If you have low self-esteem, and I'm telling you to do these things in order to be happy, you're not going to be able to do that. Okay? It's too tough. It's too hard. For women with low self-esteem, it is a very hard thing to do. So ladies, sorry about my nose. So what I would recommend you all to do, if you have low self-esteem, first practice self-love. Affirmations, I'm beautiful, I'm successful, I'm amazing, I'm happy, I'm worthy, check me out. Do all of that, and then do things in order to feel like you are valuable, you are incredible woman. And when you bring your self-esteem, your confidence up, this is when you will be able to apply this stuff. Because ladies, if you have low self-esteem, trust me, I had so many clients, and the ones that are the most difficult is the wrong word. I would say the ones that take the longest are the girls who have low self-esteem. And majority of women who have low self-esteem came from the abusive backgrounds. So if this is you, self-love is the first thing. After you feel powerful and strong, a man only respects a strong woman Without respect, there is no love. If you don't respect yourself, he's not gonna respect you either. He will walk all over you. So only when you get strong and powerful, this is when you apply this stuff, and when it's magic. Okay? So, let me see, what do I have? No negativity. So yeah, you don't respond. Okay, so let me throw in something simple. You don't respond to negativity. For example, if he is, ladies, if you respond to drama, you invite more drama in your life. If he texts you a negative message, you don't respond to the negative message, you wait for him to double text. For example, if the guy is, if you're on a dating site and he says, oh, you're so beautiful, right? Sorry, I just like to have some fun with you girls. So the guy goes like, oh, and it's self-affirmations, right? I'm looking at myself all day long, so I might as well give myself some compliments. Anyway, so for example, a guy says to you, oh, you're so beautiful, blah, 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 right? And then you're like, oh, thank you. And then, because that's your confidence, right? So he gave you a compliment, you took it, right? Oh, thank you. And then he says, oh, I would love to, cuddle up to you, or I would love you go. He's going naughty. He's going naughty. What do? You don't respond. You sit in a boundary, right? You sit in a boundary, you don't respond. When he's going naughty and you don't respond, he's like, oh my God, I took it too far. I take it back. I couldn't control myself, blah, blah, blah. Now he's going to be on his good behavior again. Okay? So ladies, you don't respond to negativity. You don't respond to the texts that you don't like. You don't respond to the texts that are offensive or provoking. You just don't respond to this stuff. You wait for him to double text. When he double texts you something nice, you just respond to that nice bit. You ignore the bad bit, you respond to the nice thing. Okay? Guys do that all the time. If you have a boyfriend, check how he's texting you. I bet he ignores all the not nice messages that you send to him. Okay? What else can I tell you? Gosh, I don't want to over talk because I don't want to be for too long. Okay, hold on. When you let go, wait, I wrote it down. When you let your emotion take over, you lose. That's a very good quote. You should write it down on your wall. When you let your emotion take over, you lose. Oh, and another thing, ladies, guys are better at the games than we are. We are better at the games. Why? Why? Girls, can you answer this question for me? Why men are better at the games than we are? Because we figure us out. They figure us out. We have a goal. Their goal is to get into your pants. That's his goal, right? That's his goal. So because it's his goal, he cannot come up at like 16 years old and go like, hey, I think you're pretty. I would like to sleep with you. Will anyone sleep with him if he does that? No. So he's thinking, okay, how do I get into this girl's pants? What is the strategy that I should use? What can I tell her so she gets hooked on me? What can I tell her to like me? Right? So he comes in with flattery and promises. Okay, and he's like, oh my God, it's working. If it's working on this one, I'm gonna do it for this one, and for this one, and for this one, and for this one, and for this one. This is when he's taking you to the same restaurant that he took his ex. Don't get offended because it worked with an ex. She loved it, so now he's gonna take you to the same one. It's only logical. Men are logical, don't take it personally. Okay. Another two things that I wanted to say, and it was, I seen these comments on my channel. It's not his job to make me happy, but why does he have to make me miserable? Men make me miserable. So you're basically not taking responsibility for your own happiness. Ladies, when you put your happiness on him, right? When you say, look, You are my boyfriend now. You are in charge of my heart. You are in charge of my life. You are in charge of my happiness. Do this to a child and see how the child responds. He will put himself first. He'll walk all over you. He'll take you for granted. He'll buy all the toys and he'll suck and suck and suck and suck things out of you. Right, ladies? He will walk all over you. He'll be like, okay, today what shall I do with her today? Today I'll make her happy. Today I'm a little bit feeling a bit bored. So I'm just gonna push a button. Tomorrow I'm a bit bored again. So maybe I'll make her sad. You cannot let anyone to be in charge of your own happiness. You know what I mean? You are in charge. Did I make sense? You are in charge of your own happiness. It's not up to him to make you sad or happy. If he's trying to make you sad, you ignore that. You remove yourself from him and you go and make yourself happy. If he's making you happy, you reward him. But at the end of the day, ladies, you should not look for a guy to make you happy. You need to put yourself first and to make yourself happy. You know, when you put your happiness in someone else's pocket, you lose because they are in charge of you. Guys don't respect that. If he's in charge of your life, he's not gonna respect that because basically you give him safety and security, and he's not a woman, so he doesn't appreciate safety and security. So he's gonna get turned off because you're not fulfilling his love need, which is uncertainty. The reason uncertainty is his love need because he's got testosterone. Okay? How do you give him uncertainty? By being a challenge, by putting your goals and ambitions first, by not letting him be in charge of your life. He is not in control of your life, you are. And you're gonna die. God is not gonna ask you which husband have you married, which guy have you dated. He will ask you, what have you done with the life that I gave you? And you, my friend, if you're gonna say, yeah, I married this or I married that, you'll be a bit disappointed. Okay, another one that I had a screenshot of. I'll read your comments, ladies, in a bit, I promise. Just let me have a look at another one. Can you do a self-love video before you make anyone fall in love? You gotta love all yourself. I learned that I'm not ready for a relationship due to low self-esteem. Ladies, this is why I was making a point of one of my videos recently. Women who have low self-esteem, they are very, very desperate for relationships. And it's so unfortunate because the only relationships we're gonna get in from the abusive background, with the low self-esteem, like these type of women, the only relationships they will get in is abusive one, right? Because we go like, oh my God, I'm so desperate for the love and care and affection because I didn't have it, so I'm gonna give you my whole life, here it is. You know, and what's gonna happen, we didn't have a good upbringing, so we don't know how to use the rules, how to set in the rules, how to get a man to respect, to value, to cherish you, how to put your dignity first, because if the mom was abused, the mom didn't know how to show it to the daughter, so the daughter doesn't know. So now if she's going into a new relationship, she's gonna be walked all over in every single way. So the sad part is that these women are the most desperate for relationships, and the sad part is that they're getting the most abused in the relationships. So if you came from a damaged background, first learn how to value, cherish, respect yourself, love yourself insanely, you know, and then bring your value up, learn the rules of life, and then you start to date. And then you date with all these rules of life and with value and respect and confidence. No one can walk all over you because you're coming in with boundaries. But ladies, when you go with boundaries, you don't go in like, these are my boundaries, this is what you have to do. No, you go in, you know, lighthearted. You smile, you know, you're like all charming. You don't know anything. You know what I mean? You don't go in like, I wouldn't go in on a date like this, like what I'm doing on my YouTube video. No, I would go in like, hi, you know, feminine energy, all the sweet stuff. Okay, so let me see your comments. Can somebody make wait, where do I press? I don't know. I'm scared. Can somebody make a comment so then it will pop on my screen and then I will like scroll up and down and then I'll be able to see it, because I haven't done a YouTube live for a year, I think. Okay, here we go. Hi, perfect. Thank you. Oh my God. Okay. Fabulous. So my issue sometimes my actions come across as desperate and not caring and understanding. How can you come across desperate and then not caring and not understanding? Because if you're coming across desperate, then you would be overly caring and overly understanding. And saying that, actually, one of my clients recently said that her boyfriend broke up with her because she was too understanding, basically letting him walk all over her and being too scared to lose him. So he kept walking all over her, and whenever he would say sorry, she's like, yeah, I forgive you, yeah. Or like it even comes to the point that some girls have such low self-esteem that the guy does something bad, but they are too scared to set in a boundary, so we even apologize for that guy. So we take the blame. For example, the guy, let's say, abused her in some way, and instead of instead of putting in a boundary or walking away, she's so freaked out to leave him that she actually apologizes for him. She says like, oh, it was my fault. You know, it's obviously sometimes it's your fault if you're low value, but none of the guys can, you know, like abuse you and stuff. It's not your fault. He needs to control his emotions. Ladies, if you were dormatish, if you're dormity in your relationship, if you're low value in your relationship, all you need to do, you just need to get yourself together and start to act high value. All right? But keep it in mind that guys will throw in power games, and it's going to be difficult. When guys throw in power games, it is difficult. So you're going to have to stick with it. It's a bit like, as I said, when you're a mom and you have a child and the child has been spoiled to bits, and now you're trying to make a child into a good, lovely kid, you know, like you will have to stick to these boundaries. If you will give in, you know, the tantrums will continue. If you will give in, the power games will continue. All right, so just do that. Ladies, join my VIP, you know, like my VIP 1, VIP 2, they're very cheap actually. My VIP 1 is £100 per month. My VIP 2 is only 65. And you will be surrounded by ladies who are practicing the same thing, who are learning how to go from low value to high value, and who share their stories during the live streamings. The stories it's cool, it's fun, it's really fun. I really recommend it. And then in the VIP 1, I do the coaching 2 times a week. I answer every single girl's question posted for my live. Another coach, Blair, does coaching on Saturdays. Blair was, oh my God, Blair's story. Blair was very dormity. She has twins. The guy was pursuing her first. She was not interested in him. When she got interested in him, when she started acting dormity, they started living together. He started taking a piss, sorry to say that. And when she found my YouTube channel, she broke up with him because it was so bad. And then she started putting herself first. He came after her. She started acting high value. 8 months later, he was treating her like a queen. And about a year later, he proposed to her. And he traveled 3,000 miles to marry her. Okay, so from dormity to the queen, and now she's coaching in my group. And the reason I say 3,000 miles, because a lot of the girls are from USA. So if you're thinking, oh my God, you know, like Greta lives in London, ladies, My group is as international as it can be. It's every single color, race, country, everything. Like, so yeah, you all are welcome, and it all works. In this world, we are all men. We are like, there's two types, right? We are all women and all men. This stuff works with every single person. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so you girls are fantastic. Oh, and check out my website. It's all on my website, which is called ladiesrelationshipcoach.com. The one-on-one coaching, the groups, all of that. Needed this today. Thank you. Welcome. I'm just checking the comments. Oh my God, girls, you are so sweet. I will start doing lives actually on my YouTube channel from now on, because it's just like, it only makes sense. I mean, majority of you are on my YouTube channel, so I'll do that. Looking at it, the way you teach, I haven't had, oh, it disappeared. Wait, maybe here. Okay, here we go. Looking at it, the way you teach, I haven't had a man genuinely interested in me in years. Sometimes it takes time, girls. It takes time. Put yourself out there. Self-love, law of attraction. You need to be the best version of yourself, as well. I mean, men are attracted to the looks first, but love is up psychology. If men would fall in love with the girls who only look pretty, well, then we would stay with that girl forever. But you can see so many guys changing pretty girls like every single month. Why? Because those girls don't know how to behave with these guys. Those girls don't know how to keep them interested. Those girls don't know how to be feminine. What is the feminine and masculine energy? How to fulfill each other's love needs. How to be high value. How to bring out the best in the guy, How to show that she respects and values herself. Ladies, another thing, just quickly before I go off, it's not a game, all right? If you're gonna play it as a game, you will lose very quickly. Because if you will look at it as a game, it's not a game. It's nothing to do with game. It's logic, it's common sense, it's you being the best version of yourself. It's you setting in healthy boundaries with people in general. What I'm telling you how to behave with guys, you can apply it to your daily life, how to behave with people in general. It's about you loving yourself and showing him how to love you. Right? If you are giving your life away for the guy, you're not loving yourself. You're wasting your life. You only have one life. You are lucky to be born. The chances of being born, of being alive, is 400 trillion to 1, as Gary Vaynerchuk says. So you are lucky to be alive. And if you are living your life in order to get married, and in order to do everything for that guy, you are wasting your life. You're not having any self-love, right? If you don't have any self-love, any value, how is he going to value and respect you? He will admire you when you are going for your goals and ambitions, when you are creating a life for yourself, when you are controlling your emotions. Ladies, in business, you have to control your emotions too. You have to set boundaries with people. Even for me, when I'm giving advice, if I wouldn't set boundaries with my clients, they wouldn't care. I could be sick. I could be not talk. All the girls would be sucking out the advice 24/7. If I was too nice, like, this wouldn't continue. All the girls would be walking all over me. So you have to set in boundaries, not with the guys, with the clients, with business, with everything. This is like, it's just life coaching, basically. Life coaching. Okay, girls, that's it. Love you loads. Have a beautiful day. If you liked it, bless like. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think? For one-on-one, check out my website. For group coaching, my website. For self-love, my website. For texting video, my website. How to get your ex back, my website. Everything is my website, and lots of love. Okay, beautiful. Let me see how to finish this. Okay, let's try. Okay.